It is a very good morning, my dear children. See, last session we have completed our sixth lesson, that flowering and non-flowering plants. So now in this session we are going to discuss about the seventh lesson, the animal kingdom. See here, animal kingdom. Animal kingdom means, yeah, have you listened the word kingdom? Kingdom word. Yeah, very good. So you have listened the word kingdom, like see in before many years back, our India and all the different cities and the different countries are ruled by kings. Yes, no, ruled by the king. So the total this country or that place we called as the total area we are calling as a kingdom. So in Telugu we can say Rajyam. Yes, no. The total the country, or as if they are ruling the city, that we are calling as a kingdom. So here the animal kingdom, it means that here in this kingdom who are living animals. In this kingdom who are living animals. So it is comes under the animal kingdom. Animal kingdom means like we can animals means different types of animals we are having, like insects, flies, insects, flies, and like reptiles, next to snakes, who are living in aquatic, means like aquatic animals we are having. So which are living in under the water, or else on the land, terrestrial, or else in the aerobians. So these are all comes under the animals. Understood, ma? So means these are all comes under living beings only, na? So we are also comes under the living beings only. We and these animals. So these are all comes under the living beings. If the study of living beings is nothing but we call biology. You have listened, see, psychology. Psychology means this the study of a mind of the other person. So nature, mentality, that is a psychology. Like that. So the study, you have listened that the study of earth. Yes, the study of earth. So next the study of chemicals. So the study of insects. Like that, the study of all living beings is nothing but we called biology. So the person who is studying that person we are calling as a biologist. So what is a biology, na? Biology means the study of living beings. Note important points everyone. The study of living beings is called biology, and the person who studies biology, or else who studies about the living beings, about living beings, those we call the person who studies about the living beings, those persons we call biologists. What we call those persons, ma? Biologists. See, these living beings are classified into many types, ma. Like see, we are calling as human beings, and remaining living beings we are calling as an animals. So again, so the total living beings is classified into two types mainly. One is that human beings, and another one is that animals. Again, in that animals, again there are a smaller groups like insects, like reptiles, like terrestrial and amphibians. So different groups we are having. So here first see, in human beings we used to say that last lesson we have discussed that there is a flowering plants and non-flowering plants we have discussed, no? Like that, in animals also there are mainly there are two types we are having. Animals also we are having two types. See here, how we are calling that before ancient times the king used to rule, no? At the time we used to say this is our kingdom. Like that, all animals are we are calling as all animals living together. That area we are calling as a kingdom. Again, that is classified into two types. So one is animal kingdom and another one is a plant kingdom. So animals, if you group the all animals, if you are just talking group together, then that is called as a animal kingdom. If you are taking the all plants together in a one group, that is called as a plant kingdom. So here you can we can see this. Now in this lesson we are going to discuss about the animals. See, last lesson we discussed now the flowers are classified into two types. One is a flowering plants and another one is that non-flowering plants. So in the same way, here the animals also classified into two types. Here the animals also classified into how many types, ma? Two types. One is vertebrates and another one is invertebrates. What is the one? So animals are classified into two types. Animals. So one is vertebrates and another one is invertebrates. What is the first one, ma? Vertebrates. What is vertebrates? See, this word already we have I think you may have listened before lessons. Not in fourth class. I just feeling that you may listen. Whether you listen or not, I don't know. Vertebrates means like a backbone. Vertebrates is nothing but a backbone. See, the animals which are having the backbone, those are comes under vertebrates. What type of animals will be comes under the vertebrates, ma? The animals which are having backbone, those are comes under vertebrates. Like for example, goat. Goat is having the backbone or not? Goat is having, donkey is having, dog is having, cat is having. Okay. Next, still many like fishes are having backbones. So these are called vertebrates. So here, what is vertebrates, ma'am? The animals which are having backbone. Those are called vertebrates. Examples: fishes. Next, goat, giraffe, donkey, dog, cat. So still many are there, etc. So these are all comes under the vertebrates. And next one is what is the second one? Second group, invertebrates. The second one is the invertebrates. Invertebrates means the animals which are not having the backbone. The animals which are not having the backbone. So that type of animals we call invertebrates. So those are not having, like for example, snail. So snail is not having any backbone. Next, crab. Crab also not having any backbone. And you can see like earthworms. Earthworms also not having any earthworms, red worms. And next still we are having many like bees and prawns. These are not having any backbone. So that type of animals we call invertebrates. What we call that type of animals, ma? Invertebrates. So how can we define the invertebrates? The animals which are not having backbone. Those type of animals we call invertebrates. Examples, what are the examples, my dear children? Yes, snail, crab, prawn, earthworm, redworm, centipedes, millipedes. So these are all comes under the invertebrates. So here vertebrates means we are also comes under vertebrates or not, because we are also having a backbone. So we are also comes under the vertebrates only. So here now we are going to discuss about the invertebrates, to which we are going to discuss now invertebrates. Here you can see invertebrates. For example, if you take earthworms or redworms or else butterflies. So butterflies also not having a backbone. Those also comes under the invertebrates only. If you take the butterflies, actually the butterfly, it first of all it is in the caterpillar stage, means like a larva. It will be in the form of a larva, silkworm. Okay, it is used to be in the larva stage, eggs. Actually, when the butterfly hatches its eggs, it is used to be in the first form, egg form. A whitish color egg it is used to produce. Then what happens, slowly it will become like a larva. So like a caterpillar, that is nothing but we call the moth or else a caterpillar or else a larva. So after that, when it is eating food, it is increasing its size into the caterpillar stage. Caterpillar means it will increases its size. After that, what happened? The caterpillar, it itself, it is used to be covered with a thread. That is a silky thread. The caterpillar itself, it is used to cover its total body with the thread. So then it will be like a bundle. How the white color bundle will be there for us a thread bundle. So like that means that is nothing but we call cocoon. What we call that na? Cocoon. First it is used to be in the larva stage. Egg. Larva stage. So silkworm. Silkworm, caterpillar stage. Caterpillar. And next it will be convert into as a like one like this. It is used to be so total there will be a silk thread. So its total body is covered with a thread. That stage is nothing but we call pupa. What we call that stage ma? Pupa. Then after that, when we are separating this silky thread from the pupa, slowly what happens? It is used to changes its in the body. There are many changes will be occurs in its body, and finally it will be converted to the butterfly. Finally it will be converted into the form of a butterfly. Understood, ma'am? So here is the butterfly. When it is hatches its egg itself, is it the same resemblance are there? Same similar means look is there? No, first it is an egg shape. Next slowly what happened? It is came to the, by undergoing the different changes in its body, next finally it comes to in the form of butterfly. If you see human, or as you can see some of the animals or insects, their babies also used to look like a same. Yes, no, but here its baby is not looking like a butterfly. It is like an egg, a larva stage. So after undergoes many changes, when it increases its size only, it is while it is growing only, it comes to its resemblance. But if you see, for example, scorpions. So if you see those are when it's when it is giving birth to its babies only, the same look will be comes. There is no changes in its body except growing. There is no changes in their body but except growing, means like a small scorpion, actually big scorpions we used to have na? So their baby will be small scorpion, same legs but small legs. So when it is growing, it increases its size, but same resembles, the look will be same for those. But here you see the look is different. Here butterfly, here egg. Look is different here. So when it is growing only, it changes different, it undergoes different changes and it will be same, it got the same resemblance or same appearance for the appearance of their parent. Understood, ma? So here it is it comes under the vertebrates or invertebrates? Yes, it is comes under invertebrates. So not only this, here you can see some aquatic animals. You can we told now the vertebrates and invertebrates. So the largest vertebrate is the, where is that? Yeah, vertebrates. The largest vertebrate is the blue whale. The largest vertebrate is the blue whale. And here the largest invertebrate is the colossal. The largest invertebrate is the colossal. Both are aquatic animals only. The largest vertebrate also aquatic animal only. The largest invertebrate is also a aquatic animal. Here you can see. So here the invertebrate, it is a changing. While it is growing, it is undergoes many changes. Then it is a converting with the same resemblance of their parent. So here you can see that these invertebrates also classified into different groups. See, we are having many invertebrates now. So in that, those invertebrates also classified into different groups. Out of that, the first one is that, have you noted this, ma? The first one is the, here I write, the group of crabs or else scorpions, spiders, insects, the group of insects, crabs, spiders, and millipedes, centipedes, shrimps. These are comes under the same group. Insects like crabs, insects, spiders, millipedes, centipedes. So next still we are having that like shrimps, lobsters, prawns. These are all comes under the one group. So if you see these crabs, prawns and spiders and all, they used to, when their parent is giving birth, at the time itself they used to have the same resemblance. They used to have the same resemblance. When they are growing only, what happened? While they are growing, we used to see some changes and unequal size they used to get like their parent. So how we used to grow like that, they used to change their some of the things they used to change. Here you can see millipedes and centipedes. So in your textbook the picture also given, millipedes. You see in the picture millipedes. And next one is that centipedes. Millipedes means we used to call like Gaju Purugu, and centipedes means we used to call like see here picture they are giving. See. Here you can see this is called millipede and this is called centipede. So this is a millipede and this is a centipede. If you see the millipede and centipede, you can see clearly in your textbook. You can see, ma. In the millipede, see here there are many legs. There are many pairs of legs we are having. For a centipede also there are many pairs of legs. So these millipedes and centipedes are having many pairs of legs. But if you see some insects, they used to have the 3 pairs of legs only. The insects used to have only 3 pairs of legs. And if you see the crabs, see millipedes and centipedes are having many pairs of legs. If you see the crabs and scorpion, they used to have the 4 pairs of legs. And if you see the shrimps, those used to have the lobsters, prawns, they used to have the 5 pairs of legs also. 5 pairs means 10 legs used to be. Understood? Pair means 2. So, and you can see this centipedes and scorpion, these two are like we can say dangerous. Dangerous means millipedes, they used to eat the plant. Millipedes means we told na gaju purugu. So that it is used to eat the plants. Plant leaves it is used to eat. But these centipedes and scorpions, they used to suck the blood. Means like that it means that it is dangerous to us, like poisonous. So those two are poisonous and dangerous. And you can see that but millipedes and centipedes, those two are used to present. Scorpions, those used to present on the land itself. So we can call them as a terrestrial animals also. What we can call those terrestrial animals. Those we call as a terrestrial animals. So we cannot say that all invertebrates are same. All these are same. We cannot say that all these are same. So these are maybe similar in their in the sense of backbone, because they are all not having a backbone. But in the remaining we cannot say that remaining all the properties they are having the same. Different. They are having different properties. Each and every thing is different from one each other. If you see these if you find the crab, next crab, lobsters, prawns, these used to be lives in the water. But millipedes and centipedes, are they living in the same water? No, they are living on the land. So these are comes under aquatic and these are comes under terrestrial. And you can see that and some of the animals like first one we have discussed the butterflies. They are not at all looking like their babies, the parents. The babies are not looking like their parents. But here if you see some of the animals like scorpio, like cockroaches and grasshoppers. If you see cockroaches and grasshoppers means green color one, you know. Cockroaches means at house it is used to give you a lot of sound. So those two are their babies, when they giving birth to their baby, it is small, but the resembles means polikalu. So their the same appearance will be for the babies also. While they are growing only, their size will be grows and their legs will be grows. Then they can stand. Their wings also comes to work. Then they will be flying. So some of the animals means what happened when they are growing in their appearance also, there are many changes will be there. Understood, ma? This is about the group of insects, crabs, spiders and all, lobsters, prawns. Okay, ma? So next group we will discuss in the later session. Thank you, my dear children. Just what you will do, but after listening that you should not leave. So after listening this, you have to write these points and then read that part of the textbook. Up to which part you have completed, you have to read that part. Then it will be very useful to you. Thank you.